Hi heathens! Today's video is going to be we're going to go with the flow. I have an idea, and as usual, Michael has helped me pick colors, and his colors were blue, a different shade of blue, and then green. So that's what we're working with, and we're going to just roll with it. Forgot to grab a few things, so I'm going to try to assemble them so that this works mostly the way it's planned out in my head. I seem to have misplaced the brush that I normally use for cut creases, so we're going to wing it with a different brush because this video is going to kind of have a cut crease. So we're going to start with the eyes because I don't know if I'm doing foundation yet in this video, and I'm going to try to give like various brands love in this video. So it's kind of like the products I don't often use, but also trying to not use multiple products from the same brand. So we're going to start off with the eyes, and I'm going to be going into my BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. Now, I do have a Wet n Wild liquid shadow already down on my eyes. I've been wearing it all day, so that's what I'm going to use as kind of my transition. We're going to call it a transition. I have a little mascara on and a little bit of highlighter, but the highlighter will be covered later. So this is what the inside of the Galaxy Chic palette looks like. So I'm going to be going in with Earth first. Sorry, I was trying to make a decision. Which is the white and blue swirl, and then I'm going to go in with Neptune beside it. Ignore my nails. They look awful. I know. I'm redoing them tonight. I just didn't have time before filming this because whatever goes on my face is also coming to the grocery store with me. So we're going to tap into Earth. These are a very interesting formula in this palette. So you have some that are more shimmer and, well, they're all kind of shimmer, but some that have more shimmer and then some that come off a little more matte. This is one of the ones that's a little more shimmer, so I'm just using it to kind of brighten this upper area where my, so to speak, transition shade is sitting. That was really hard to say. And now I'm going to start tapping into Neptune, which is obviously deeper, and that is going to be the main shadow in this look, which is going to give us our depth. So like I said, I have a look in mind for how I kind of expect this to all turn out. Now, whether or not it plays out like that, we shall see. But when he gave me the colors, I, got the idea, and I'm trying to make it look as close to what's in my mind as possible. But if you're new to my channel, spoiler alert, that's not always how it goes, but makeup is fun and to be played around with, so it's not often that I will, re-record or completely start over a video unless a product just doesn't work as planned, in which case I'm just not going to use it unless the point of the video is to test that product and see if it works as planned. Now, I may not even need the concealer I grabbed because I'm making this a lot cleaner off the bat than I thought I would, because that part of my eye that's already open, as far as like open with no shadow, not like my eyeball is showing, is kind of exactly where I was wanting it. I'm going to take this under the eye a bit on both sides, tap in a little bit more for this side. So there's no like theme to this video other than apparently to make a peacock look, because that was what Michael called it, was that I would look like a peacock. So that's kind of semi the goal. Now I'm going to take a different brush and tap back into earth just so that I can enhance the mid bottom. And I'm going to spritz it because some of these shadows work better when they're wet. Oh, that just went all over my glasses. All right. So I'm sure you can tell how much brighter that is. You can't tell, I'm sure, but I also got it all in my eye, which is super fun. Love that for me. It's great. Do not do this at home, unless you're more skilled at not getting it in your eyeball than I am, which I am not at all. Pretty much every time I do an eye look that involves something going on my lower lash, it gets in my eye. All right, I'm gonna let in a little more light for this next step so that you can really see it. I'm gonna be taking, for my third blue, I guess, technically, the Stila Shimmering Glow, and this is in the shade Freedom. It's like a very light blue. And I'm gonna put this on that kind of open area. So I'm gonna go in and draw it where I want it, all the way across the eye. So this is why I thought that I might need to do like a cut crease, because I'm essentially doing a cut crease with this. I was just afraid I might have to clean up the other shadow a little bit more. But this is actually working out pretty well. That's a little harsh there on the end, so we're gonna tap over a little bit. Well, that's not even across the top. So we're just gonna pretend that it is and tap along the edge. Just kind of fade that out into that other color. I got the tip of this a little dirty doing that, so I'm gonna kind of wipe it off on a makeup remover and then go in with the other side to see if I can do this without tapping back in to the bottle. I hope y'all can kind of see the vision here. These, for like cut creases and stuff like this, are so useful because even if you want something a little more glittery, they have the glittering glows that also work. Doing my little end tap. I went a little quicker with this one because I was a little more confident having already done it once. Trying to make sure they're about the same height across my eye. So it looks like this one is a little higher toward the edge. Like I keep it a little high. So I'm gonna bring that one over and then tap it out at the end. This is probably one of my favorite makeup looks recently already, but because this is such a bright blue, it's making the BH blues look kind of purple, even though I promise they're not. I mean, they're more purple undertone than this is, but like, they're definitely blue. Oh, I'm really digging that. I'm gonna add a little more mascara over what I already have on to just really enhance it. I'm trying to find one that I know is going to build up over this. I think I'm just going to have to go in with classic Too Faced. Trying to make sure that this dries enough to start opening my eyes and blinking, because I don't want it to crease too quickly. And it feels like this eye is still pretty wet. Alright, so let's take this mascara. The mascara that I already have on is the Tarte Big Ego mascara. It's that like fluorescent hot pink tube. If you've seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is with the Too Faced over it, which helps because it also covers some of the shimmer that got in my lashes, and I did not have any on my lower lash line previously, so I'm going to add some to just make it pop since there's shadow in my lower lashes. So now we're going to do the other eye. I'm just going to dip back in. Sorry, I was looking at it because I still feel like this eye is a little wet. I'm not sure if I just put more on that side or if for some reason it's just taking significantly longer to dry down. I don't usually layer mascaras like this, but it seems to be working in this case. Yeah, these two look pretty good together. Not something I would do daily, because that's just a lot of effort. And typically in the mornings I'm just getting ready for work, and so I don't have that kind of time or energy, because I'm usually half asleep when I'm doing my makeup in the morning anyway. So I usually keep it pretty simple and just move on. Alright, now, if you recall, it was blue, blue, green. So we're going to go in with the green. So my thought process was we'll use green in a multitude of ways. So I went with the Face Candy Unicorn Glow highlight palette. I don't think you can find this anymore, but I'm going to go in with the shade Wonder. I'm sure there are other highlighters that are the same color or do the same. I'm going to tap in with my finger first, because this is going to go on the inner corner as our first little pop of green. And I'm going to do that on both sides. As usual, I put more on this eye. Seems to just be how I do things. I always wind up with a better inner corner on this eye. No matter what product I'm using, no matter if I'm using my finger or a brush, just apparently we're going up with it. Okay. They are about as even as I'm gonna get them. A little more to this side. Okay, yeah, that's probably as good as they're getting. So, I'm gonna take what's on my finger and clean it off before I get it all over everything else. And then this is the highlighter I'm gonna use for my face as well. So we're just gonna grab a brush, just a little fluffy brush, and we're gonna tap into that and take that across the face. Now, upon further inspection, I don't know if this is going to be green enough for him, but you know, considering he picked the colors, I mean. But that's what we're going to work with for now. I feel like it's definitely bringing out the redness in my face, which is not ideal, but you know, it's okay, because I really don't feel like putting on foundation, so I'm not going to. Now for lips, I was a little torn because I didn't know if I wanted to continue the themes or if I wanted to go like this color, but oh, I almost forgot one of the things I wanted to do. I hope this hasn't dried out, but this is one of the products I got in one of my very first few Ipsy bags, and this is, I think, Riveter by Starlooks, or Riveter. It's like a dual-ended eyeliner, so one is like a regular eyeliner and the other is a star stamp. So hopefully it hasn't dried out. We're gonna get a star, and I'm gonna do one on each side, try to get them kind of as even as I can. So, not even at all, but that's okay. You know, I wanted to do a little fun. So I didn't know if I wanted to go in with this, or I probably should have left it over here so that I'm not having to search for it. Or if I wanted to go in with one of my Bite Beauties. But I think I'm going to go with this. I wish I had one of my green lipsticks in here, so we could just do that, but we're going to keep the lip a little more neutral. This is the Complex Culture in Mauve Nude. Just a nice light color. That way it's not fighting for attention with the eye look, and it's not conflicting. Those uneven stars are going to drive me crazy. How is my cut crease more even than my star placement? Riddle me this, Batman. Alright, now I want to spray some setting spray. I don't know which one I want. I think I'm going to do this one today. This is the Cover FX Aquamarine and Hydrating Crystal Infused Elixir Mist. Not exactly a setting spray, but, you know, close enough. And since it's aquamarine, it falls into the same theme that we're going for here. And then taking my hair down, so I will show you the finished look up close. It occurred to me right after I finished the eyes that I didn't show you them up close like I usually do. So this is it. Not exactly as peacock-y as I was expecting. Really bothered that this star is so much lower than this one, but that's what I get. But anyway, this is the finished look for Blue Blue Green. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you wear this to the grocery store? Because that's exactly where I'm about to go. And subscribe to see more of my content. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!